Yeah, absolutely. So, let's see. The other nice thing with this Dragon Knight is it's just a tanky hero, and I'm actually looking at this Empire lineup. I see four. His signature puck, they narrowly miss spotting out Mag because they make their rotation, perhaps searching for someone to walk up this hill. They're going to wrap around. They're expecting him to come back up. Uh-oh, this looks bad for Mag. Leech Seed's ready, and he's going to get completely caught out. Now the Scarif Mage slow comes through. He gets off the stomp one too, but the barrage finish.
On the sports. Kikiro doesn't at least.
Look at this Bashful Phonic bottom lane. He gets a double bash from Silent. Then Dendi rotates in, just runs him over with the haste rune. Well, double bash will make that an easy kill. But when the safe lane
of Empire into the game, they haven't really achieved anything. It's also something with the duo. It's gotta be really frustrating to play these two support heroes this game because of the early game. They might get the Gyro actually. This is a big kill.
Stomp from Mag will follow up perfectly. Chainsaw double edge to secure it, and Vox bites the dust. He even had a lane over, but not going to help him against the smoke. Well, meanwhile, bottom lane, this Void is getting aggressive on Silent. He already has Chronosphere. Now time walking out will barely live. The Wolves will hunt him, but he TP's out Phonic. The Wolf just a bit too slow to track him down. The twin-headed dragon, the regular Dragon Knight now. Trying to fight this one out, but even with all the irregular armor, he just doesn't help him against the magic damage that the Scarlet Mage brings to bear. It forces Resolution up the fight. Mag pursued out. One more auto attack from Havost would end him. No, that's not enough. Could he get the deny to the neutrals? Big plays for Mag, sparing his team a bit. Well, Phonic meanwhile is pursuing solo mid. He's just going full YOLO mode, and he's got backup incoming. Dendi's here. Blink silence. Go forward. Send the orb out to retreat, but he does get stunned under tower. Still Phonic finishes the job, and Resolution might be next. One bash will end him for sure. Ice Path trying to keep him alive for a time, but the time walk forward ends his life, and Dendi lives. He blinks out, Chaji away from the dual breath. Oh, what else can go use it? And then Empire uses this opportunity to push in the mid lane. There's no chrono for 30. Dendi tried to defend this one whole orb, but without a coil, it'll be tough to defend. They'll try though. Nice for getting Dragon Tail. Resolution charging forward, but they've now gotten caught in the cooldown, and they'll need the Stampede to dodge most of this damage, which they do. Then Havost BKBs perfectly timed as Mag looks for the double edge. Not gonna happen. Now the Overgrowth and always want to fly. The Trace the other way. Havost baits them in and then starts cleaning them up. Phonic no mana to time walk in, and it is cooling down, so the aggression ends here for now, but they've got a Chronosphere. He's breathing back.
Oh, I am back, finally. I don't know what just happened.
Uh-oh. Phonic jumping in, he's got Chrono. He's a poison on two, but Havost gets clipped on the side of it. Resolution didn't get caught. Oh, an ill-advised jump in from Navi. And Phonic is ice skating forward. He'll get disrupted for his efforts as Resolution continues to chip away. They do finish off the tower bottom lane, but the tower also dropping low top. Empire, Resolution gonna have to back off here. And Dendi blinks it, he gets the coil off. Now the Chrono follow-up can be thrown out, but it's only catching out one hero. Solo's able to just, well, technically he's kind of caught because he's stuck on the north side. And Havost with a BKB deals as much damage as he can, but it's just not enough. Resolution's too tanky. Phonic might even go down here. Scarif Mage not gonna connect. And it looks like in the end they will lose Havost. They may lose bank score as well. Silent pursues him out. The Lycanthrope doing too much work with Stampede. Navi, despite the early start, they lose the team fight. They lose the
What?
FNG? Oh my goodness.
I thought that was a misclick.
Definitely.
I hope it was. Oh, free hero coil. Nicely done by Dendi. Phonic gets off the Chronosphere, but he's just running around in circles because of that defensive disruption on Mag. He couldn't do much. Resolution out BKBing, and FNG, he'll lose his first stage just quickly. Silent trying to chase out Dendi, who is spaceship. They get the Dragon Tail, they get the kill, and now they run towards the north, searching for a Havost to bank score on the retreat out. The Aegis didn't end up going down there, so they at least hold on to that one, but a few munches here would kill a bank score. Okay. Yeah, you were a robot earlier, but you're okay now. Sorry guys, to apologize for those who bought the ticket. We'll try and get it sorted out. I just got a notification on Skype. But meanwhile, bottom lane. Phonic jump in. He'll catch out two here. It's Resolution and Silent. He's pounding into the Lycan, and the Scarif Mage ult, it's enough to follow this one up, get the kill. Now Resolution trapped by the follow-up from the Triumph, but he immediately BKBs and turns to fight this Mag with his ultimate, trying to retreat out. Well, Resolution surges forward, but without the Lycan, they don't have damage. Empire forced to TP out, abandoned ship. They'll lose 3. A bloody mess for them. Sorry, has the Necro 3 onto FNG, and he's hunting him. There's no running here. This is the Aegis carry. They're gonna lose their tree twice, I think. Can they get a crit or two to bring him down fast? Not even needed with the Centaur jumping in. Double edge to jam it home. Now they'll follow up with a stomp. Ice Path is prepping. And he actually tries to fight this one. He's gonna probably cost himself his life. Retreats to the north, but extremely low through the Demonic Purge. Nearly brought down just by that. The poison still tracking him. It's 2 stacks. He might need a third. It's going to be close. I don't think he'll pop from this. In fact, turns on Solo, and he phase shifts. And now the Chrono. Now the follow-up from Funnick. It's trapped into Silent and Always Want to Fly. Resolution just waiting for this Chrono to end patiently. And still no ultimate available for the Dragon Knight. Now Coil, he'll BKB. Funnick turning on Silent, but with the BKB for Resolution, and the Wolf's going to work. They'll finish off the Hammerhead Shark Void. No, maybe not. He barely makes it in the trees. He's gonna end up living, escapes out, and the Dragon Knight is the low. Not where you want to be, Denny. Even Hex's Resolution then coils him, and the Stampede, he broke the coil before BKBing, so it's not gonna be enough. Maybe this Ice Path will catch him out. Disruption's ready. Dendy phase shifting. Can he still escape? No chance. He does it. What a magician. Then turns and wants to go back in. Empire have committed too much for this puck, and they might lose Always Want to Fly here. The Dragon Knight will go, or the Twin-Headed Dragon will go down. One of the many dragons in this game. And now Solo's got to run. But Denny with the DD rune, he jumps forward for Solo, searching for this additional kill, and he won't get it even through this disruption. No way Solo makes it out. That's a double for Dendy, effectively causing 2 kills. And they're scouting with the Wolf. One Wolf up near the bottom lane, trying to give them a bit of vision as they look to make their jump in. And they'll do it now. With the Centaur blinking forward, Havost is able to BKB in time. Then the Overgrowth comes, holding Silent in position while Havost dishes out as much damage as possible. But Resolution looks like he'll get the first kill. Bringing down the Tram Protector. Silent did BKB and is able to chase, and they're just waiting for these BKBs to end. Where's Funnick? He's looking for a good opening to jump in. The Ice Path whiffs, and now they're in too far. The Chronosphere catches out 3. Funnick, he bided his time, cleans up 1, but maybe it's not enough. They're just forced back, it looks like. Even in the 4v3 scenario, reluctant to commit too much to this. Do they get anyone else? Silent and Mag both retreating out. No, a couple bashes and Silent will be done for. First hit bash, then the follow-up auto attack. Silent, no ult for 3 seconds time. Hex, and he's going down. So make it a 3-for-1 exchange. Only losing. And Navi will push in mid. Feeling pretty comfortable with their lead, while simultaneously Vitescore and Dendy wrap around bottom lane, and this could be another death for Silent. If he gets hexed and they hit the Scarf Mage, he's going down. Blink in, hex to start, concussive shot to follow, then they silence him, amplifying the damage of that Mystic Flare and secure the kill. The Most does get purged mid, but he'll BKB and turn this one. The Chronosphere's there. Most not auto-tagging anything during the Chrono, that's okay. Funnick will just get 2 solo kills. Doesn't even need the support as they chase out Mag. Another bash would be his death. There's got a Time Walk ready to go on Funnick.
Doing way more damage than Havost is in these team fights.
He's also not afraid, because he's a void with the BKB, whereas Havost has to be careful about that when he goes in. Centaur stop on the bank score, and then Resolution tries to turn, but it just seems like it might be too late. Overgrowth to follow this up. Mag and Resolution both trapped and being chased out a bit. Havost, though, does get caught in the Macro Pyre, and Navi seeing the buyback of the Centaur. I don't know if they really need to retreat, but they may play it safe and try. Havost is going to give up his Aegis here. And Navi engaged on the back of this. 13 seconds on that Chrono. Resolution prepping for a stun. And the stop is there, but Havost manages to BKB dodge it, and then turns on Mag and goes aggressively after him. Lycan chasing him. There's an Ethereal Blade up and Dendy to keep Havost alive. It's kiting the Lycan beautifully. Silent now will break the coil. He's stunned up again, and this forces out a Stampede as Silent continues to play right around the Rosie with Havost. Finally, they'll get the kill. FNG will be next. And it looks like at long last, Empire will start to find some openings. They kill off 3 Navi heroes, now hunting Dendy to the south, but he's just stalling for his team. He'll dodge away from the Ice Path, orbing across the ravine, and will TP out successfully. This is Gyro. Oh, they get the Dragon Tail and Funnick to start this, but is their follow-up. BKB now pop, and Funnick will get held in position by a stun for Mag, but he BKBs and he Chronos 3, and he's going to look to turn this one. The defensive disruption is there to keep one alive, so Solo's the target instead. Funnick wants to let out his frustrations on the Shadow Demon, will kill him off. They lose the Lycanthrope during the Chrono. 4 heroes fall at GG. Well played. It just took 1 Chrono. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, he played on Skywrath too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, it's too much counter initiation. There's like at that point, Empire is very physical heavy, like very physical dependent, and Death Blades plus the Chrono and all these counter initiations, they're lacking way too much damage.
Yeah, they don't want to fight like in an open area like that. It's too easy to just like kite them.